first down here as they go back to work. To throw, it's Edwards. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Off-play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll run it again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Tar Heels looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Lewis. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on second and short.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Unloads it left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
This time on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
North Carolina will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Booth. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Lewis. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Lewis wants to pass. Caught by Williams on the left. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Atkins. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To the air, it's Edwards. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Trying the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He sacked this defense all over him.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. From the gun on third down, Lewis. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense.
I'm getting old, bro. I would never have missed that. I would have never missed that. I'm getting old. I don't think I should play this no more, man. I ain't got it like I used to.
Position to force the incompletion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I would have never missed that. I would have never missed that.
They just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Carolina! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Lewis fires to the right, and it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's open on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also
I would have chewed the clock. You ain't chewing the clock.
As soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following.
You should have chewed the clock up. Your game been over.
Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He fires a bullet to the right.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Myers on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He makes a catch. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense.
Call the timeout so I can score.
Line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Got it. Yo, that was me, nigga. They should have put the thing up on it. Fuck you, nigga. I'm starting to get it. I got to get some reps.
conversion.
Nothing teach you better than an ass whooping.
Got a chance to tie the
I'm just gonna
game
leave that there.
with some late game
Nothing teach you better than an ass whooping. I'm gonna share this game too.
How about this?
You got some good shit.
Conversion coming.
You know what I'm saying? You put a couple passes out your ass.
To the air. It's Edwards. Rushes on him. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the fourth. This one was a lot like a
Good game, bro.
back.